Hello students, today we will see chemical bonding and molecular structure question. Disclaimer: the images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owner of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So what are we going to cover today? So basically we are going to practice questions from 35 to 42. Okay, so that will make up 8 questions in total. So let us see, right? So question number 35. What does question number 35 says? So the stability of the species Li2, Li2 minus and Li2 plus increases in the order of, your options are A, Li2 minus, Li2 plus, Li2. So I am telling in the order of increasing stability, right? So Li2 minus, Li2 plus, Li2. Then in option B, we have Li2, Li2 minus, Li2 plus. Option C, Li2 minus, Li2, Li2 plus, and option D, Li2, Li2 plus, Li2 minus. So these are the four options. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time starts now. Okay, now let us look at the solution. So first of all, we have to understand the question. So the question is very simple. Is we are taking a diatomic molecule of lithium, okay, and we are just changing charges, and accordingly the electron will also change. Now, on changing the number of electron, we have to look upon the stability. The correct answer is A. So for those who have solved, it is A. Now let us see how we can solve it. So how we can solve it? It's very simple. First, we have to draw the MOT, and then we have to calculate the bond order. Now, more is the bond order, more is the stability of your molecule. So the same thing is written here, that the stability of molecule is directly proportional to the bond order. So what will so if you just draw the MOT, then your electronic configuration for Li2 will be in sigma 1s2, sigma 1s2 star, and then sigma 2s2. So what is the total number of electron in the bonding? So 2 here and 2 here, that is 4. And what is the number of electron in the anti-bonding? It's 2. Okay. So if you just calculate this, number of bonding minus number of anti-bonding divided by 2, it will give you 1 as the bond order. Right? Moving on to the next part. The next molecule was Li2 minus. So how many total electrons will be there? So in one Li we have 3. So in two Lis we will have 6 plus 1 negative charge. Okay, that is 7. Now what will be the electronic configuration? So it will be sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, and sigma star 2s1. So this extra electron is going to the 2s of sigma. Okay. Oh, okay. 2s star of sigma. So this is having a star here, right? Okay. So what will be the number of anti-bonding electron? So 2 here and 1. That is total of 3. And what is number of bonding electron? It is still the same. That is 2 plus 2, 4. So 4 minus 3 by 2 will give you 0.5. So you can see very clearly that it has a bond order of 1 and this has a bond order of 0.5. So it has been decreased. Now moving on to the next molecule. The next molecule is Li2 plus. So what will be the number of electron? So it was 6 for Li2 neutral. Now if you just put a positive charge, that would result in a one less electron, that is total of 5. Lighting the electronic configuration. So it will be sigma 1s2, sigma star 2s2, and sigma 2s1. Okay. So that will give you what? That will give you 3 minus 2 by 2, that is 0.5. Now you can see that both have the same bond order, but the number of electron in the bonding has decreased. Okay, so it is now here 3. Initially it was in the previous case it was not 3, or it was 4 minus 3, right? It was 4 minus 3, and this time it is 3 minus 2. So the number of bonding electron has decreased, whereas the number of anti-bonding electron has also decreased. Now due to that reason it is less stable. Okay, so we can write here that as Li2 plus and Li2 minus, both have the same number bond order, but Li2 minus is less stable because its valence electron is present in anti-bonding. Okay, its valence electron is present in anti-bonding in case of Li2 minus. You can see it very clearly from the previous one. It was the last electron was going to the anti-bonding. So therefore, its stability order becomes Li2 minus, Li2 plus, and Li2. So this is a stability order. Okay. Now moving on to the next question. Question number 36. Question number 36 says that which of the following pair of molecules oblique ions are not likely to exist? Your options are H2 plus, He22 minus for A, B H2 minus, C H2 B H2 minus, and He22 minus, C H22 plus, He2, and D H2 minus, He22 plus. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time starts now. Okay, now let us see how we can solve it. So first of all, the question is been asked that you are given following pairs and you have asked that which pair is not likely to exist. So how will solve it? So before that, your correct answer is first of all C, for those who have solved it. Now the species which have a zero or negative bond order. Okay, so if you calculate the bond order and your bond order comes out to be negative or zero, then the molecule will certainly not exist because there is no bond in between. Bond order is simply the number of bonds, and if there is no bond between two atoms, then that molecule will not itself exist, right? So for H22 plus, if you just calculate it, it will be how much? It will be 1 plus 1 minus 2, that is 0. So it is having a 0 bond order. Okay. Similarly for He2, if you calculate it, it is again 2 plus 2, total 4, divide by 2, so that will give you how much? Sorry, 2 plus 2 is the 4 electrons. Now if you just calculate the bond order, it will give you 0. Okay, so 2 minus 2 divided by 2, it is 0. So both are having a bond order of 0, so the molecule itself will not exist. So it is written here also that the H22 plus and He2 do not exist. Clear? Okay. Now moving on to the next question. Question number 37. Question number 37 says that orthonitrophenol is less soluble in water than para and metanitrophenol because your options are A. Orthonitrophenol is more stable, more steam volatile than those of meta and para isomers. B. Orthonitrophenol shows intermolecular hydrogen bonding. C. Orthonitrophenol shows intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay. And D. Melting point of orthonitrophenol is less than those of meta and para isomers. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time starts now. Let us see how we can solve it. First of all, let us see the question. The question is being asked that your orthonitrophenol is less soluble in water in compared to your para and meta. Means both all of the three are isomers. Now you will see that the orthonitrophenol, which is having, means simply you take a phenol and put a nitro in the ortho position, that constitutes your orthonitrophenol. So it is less soluble in water. If you just means dissolve it in water, it is less soluble than the para and meta isomer. So what is the reason behind it? That thing is being asked. So for those who have solved, the correct answer is B. Now how we can solve it? So there is intramolecular hydrogen bonding in orthonitrophenol. Now what is intramolecular hydrogen bonding? So if the hydrogen bonding is within the molecule, okay, within the atoms of the molecule, suppose in the same atom the oxygen is binding with the hydrogen of the in the same molecule the hydrogen and oxygen are doing the hydrogen bonding, then in that case we call it as intramolecular. Okay, so in case of orthonitrophenol, so since this nitro group has oxygen which is present at the ortho position, so that oxygen does the hydrogen bonding with the H of the alcoholic or phenolic group, right? Now intramolecular hydrogen bonding occurs in this way. So you can see here the diagram is also drawn. There's a hydrogen bonding here, which is intramolecular. Now, the thing which is important is that why it is so means what is the reason that this is helping in decreasing the solubility in water? Because now your oxygen and your hydrogen are being involved intramolecularly and will not be able to interact with the water molecule that is surrounding your orthonitrophenol. Okay, so what is the reason? Because your intramolecular are much more means deliberate. Means if you see a reaction also, intramolecular reactions are always the first that are given priority. So similar to that, intramolecular hydrogen bonding also is the priority as compared to the say hydrogen bonding with the other water molecule. Now, as a result of that, when you dissolve it in water, the interaction between the water and the orthonitrophenol is disrupted due to this hydrogen bonding that is present, and its solubility decreases. But in case of para and metanitrophenol, the hydrogen bonding is intermolecular, means with the other molecule. And since the water is mole polar, so rather than say doing the hydrogen bonding with other molecule, it set up it with the water, and therefore creates an interaction that is attractive in nature and results in the stability or solubility of the orthonitrophenol. So this is the reason for the less solubility of orthonitrophenol. Clear? That is the presence of intramolecular hydrogen bonding in orthonitrophenol. Okay, now moving on to the next question. Question number 38. Question number 38 says that consider the following compound: 1, 2-dihydroxybenzene, 1,2-dihydroxybenzene, 2, 1,3-dihydroxybenzene, 3, 1,4-dihydroxybenzene, and 5, hydroxybenzene. Now, the increasing order of the boiling point is your options are 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am telling it in the increasing order. A 1, 2, 3, 4, B 4, 1, 2, 3, C 4, 2, 1, 3, and D 1, 2, 4, 3. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time starts now. Okay, now let us see how we can solve it. So the correct answer is B. So what is the solution? The solution is that your 1,4-hydroxybenzene or of dihydroxybenzene shows higher boiling point due to again the same reason, the intermolecular hydrogen bonding followed by meta and para. In ortho there is intramolecular. Okay, hence the correct option is B. So what is being written here is that uh, see, we have said in the we have said that your 1,4-hydroxybenzene, an isomer of dihydroxybenzene, shows higher boiling point. Why? Because in case of ortho case, what happens? Your OH does the hydrogen bonding with each other rather than doing it with the other molecule. Therefore, as a result, the interaction or the you can say attraction between the two molecules is disrupted or completely destroyed in a way. So, if two molecules are not attracting each other and they are not combining and keeping them with each other, then it is easier to break their van der Waals force, because hydrogen bonding is very strong as compared to van der Waals force. But if the hydrogen bonding is not operational, then the only way to say interact with the other molecule for the case of dihydroxybenzene is the van der Waals forces, right? But these van der Waals forces are very small, very weak, and they as a result of their weakness, they can be easily broken, okay, and they evaporate easily. So this is the reason, right? What we will say that due to the intramolecular hydrogen bonding present in ortho, it is easier to break the interaction between the molecules, as there are no hydrogen bonding interaction between the two molecules or no intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So it will be easier to break through, and your boiling point will decrease for case of what ortho isomer. Clear? So the correct option is B. Okay. Now question number 38. Now moving on to the next question. Question number 39. So given your reaction Li to Li solid to Li gaseous requires 161 kilojoule. Li gaseous to Li gaseous plus requires 1520 kilojoule, and half F2 to F gaseous requires 77 kilojoule. F to F minus gaseous required electron gain enthalpy, and Li plus to F Li plus plus F minus require LiF. Sorry, requires minus 1047. kilojoule, whereas this reaction simply requires from LiS solid half F2 to LiF solid gives requires minus 617 kilojoule. Okay, so you have so what is being asked? You have to calculate this electron gain enthalpy. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time starts now. Okay, now let us see the solution. So this is your data, means this is your option that are given. So based on data provided, value of electronegative, you can match your answer anyways. So it is A minus 300 kilojoule per mole, B minus 350 kilojoule per mole, C 328 kilojoule per mole, and D minus 228 kilojoule per mole. Now let us see the solution. Okay, again the options are repeated. Sorry for that. So the correct option is C, first of all. Okay, the options are not repeated. Sorry for that. It is not repeated. The question is given again so that we can relate with the answer. Now, from Born-Haber cycle, we know that your Q, that is your total energy, is S plus I, D, E, A, and U. Okay, we'll see them. What are they? So if you just put all these values, that your Born lattice enthalpy, that is your Q. It is sublimation, ionization, electron affinity. All of this are given, right? If you put all these values, it will be equals to minus 617. See, in the last equation, you will see that in your last equation, there is a complete reaction. And in the previous reactions, there are a series of reactions which you can go through the last one. So what you will do, the summation of all of those is equals to this. Okay, that is formation of LiF from Li solid and half F2 gas. Where S is what? Sublimation energy, I is ionization energy, D is dissociation energy, E is electron gain enthalpy, which you have to calculate. Okay, and U is your lattice energy. Clear? Okay. So this is question number 39. Now moving on to the next question. So if you just calculate it, it is minus 328 kilojoule per mole. Now next question. Question number 40. Question number 40 says direction in the following question. A statement of assertion A followed by a statement of region R is given. Choose the correct answer out of the following choices. Assertion A. The bond angle in molecule depend upon electronegativity of central atom, number of lone pair, odd electron, and multiplicity of bonds. Reason: NO2 and NO2 minus have angles 134 degrees and 150 degrees respectively. Your options are A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. B. Both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. C. A is true but R is false. D. Both A and R are false. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time starts now. Okay, now let us see how we can solve it. So what is the assertion? The assertion is saying that the bond or angle in molecule depend upon electronegativity of the central atom and the number of lone pair and odd electron multiplicity. So basically, we are talking about the bond angle dependence on various factors. And the reason is given that your NO2 and NO2 minus have 134 and 115 degrees. Miss one type of illustration is given here. So the correct answer is A, that your reason and assertion both are correct. So is it so? So this is the case that if you increase the number of electrons, the lone pair on the central atom, then the bond angle will increase due to the increased repulsion. So this is the reason. Okay. So this is your this is assertion, and this is your reason or explanation to explain this assertion. Okay. So very simple to solve. Now moving on to the next question. Question number 41. Question number 41 says that direction in the following question. A statement of assertion A followed by a statement of region R is given. Choose the correct answer out of the following choices. Your options are A. Among the two OH bonds in H2O molecule, the energy required to break the first OH bond and the OH bond in the other OH bond in the same region. This is because the electronic environment around oxygen is same as that after breakage of one OH bond. So what are your options? Option number A, both A and R are true, but R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. C, A is true, but R is false, and D, both A and R are false. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time starts now. Okay, now let us see how we can solve it. So this is simply assertion reason type question. So what is the assertion? The assertion says that among the two OH bonds, there are two OH bond in H2 molecule, the energy required to break the first OH bond and the other OH bond is different. Okay, it is different, and the reason is given that the electronic environment along the oxygen will change. So if you just break first OH bond, if you try to break the second OH bond, then it is asserted that, or it is stated that both bond breakers will not require the same energy. And the reason is that the electronic environment around the oxygen has changed upon the first breaking. Okay, first breakage of the first OH. So, first of all, the correct answer is D. And the reason is that the bond enthalpy of two OH group in OH are not equal. Okay, so they are given same. Okay, they are given same and not equal. They are given same. Okay, okay. Yeah, so it is given same, and that is due to the different electronic environment of oxygen. Okay, so the reason is same, correct. Okay, but the assertion is not correct. Clear? Now moving on to the next question. Question number 42. Question number 42 says that in the following reaction, a statement of assertion followed by a statement of reason is given. Choose the correct answer out of the following choices. Assertion A. SF4 has lone pair of electrons at equatorial position in preference to axial position in the overall diagonal pyramidal geometry. Reason: if lone pair of electron is at equatorial position, repulsion will be minimum. Options are A. Both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. B. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct expression of A. C. A is true, but R is false. And D. Both A and R are false. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time starts now. Okay. Now let us see how we can solve it. So what is the assertion? So assertion says that SF4 has one lone pair at equatorial position in preference to the axial position in overall trigonal pyramidal geometry. And the reason is given that if lone pair is present at equatorial position, repulsion will be minimum. So it is being said basically is that if you take the TVP shape which is of SF4, then it has one lone pair and four bond pair. So that lone pair is being depicted to exist at the equatorial position to nullify the repulsion. So the correct answer is A. That means both reasons and assertions are correct. So it is also given here. So it is very obvious that if it is there in the equatorial, the bond angle will be very less as there are two more crowded species. But in case of your equatorial position, it is not the case. Okay, so this was all for today's session. Thank you.